If your erections are getting weaker, the solution might not be a pill. It might be your grip strength. Seriously, new research shows that the stronger your muscles, the better your sexual performance, even if your testosterone is low. So if you're a man over 40, if you're losing strength and size and performance in bed, this might be the most important video you see this year. I'm Dr. Adam. I help men reverse type 2 diabetes and optimize testosterone without drugs or roller coaster diets. Now, why bother doing that? Well, fixing blood sugar and testosterone will get you two things. One, you become energy rich. And two, you can still have sex, because if you don't fix those things, your energy will crash and eventually you won't be able to have sex anymore. Today, we're talking about something most doctors won't tell you. Your sexual performance has less to do with your testosterone levels and more to do with your muscle mass. Not just hormone therapy, not just blood flow. There's a direct connection between muscle strength, especially grip strength, and erectile function. And we now have the research to back this up. So a major review just came out. Over 350 studies were screened. 32 studies made the cut. Researchers wanted to know one thing. Does muscle strength or size predict sexual function in men? And the short answer is yes, absolutely. And the strongest predictor was grip strength. One study included in this review found that every 5 kilograms increase in grip strength, the odds of erectile dysfunction dropped by 14%. And here's the interesting part. This is even after adjusting for testosterone levels. So testosterone aside, grip strength was still a major predictor of ability to have an erection. So let me rephrase that. Even if your testosterone is low, stronger grip equals better erections. It's great news, right? It's pretty surprising because this changes most of what we've been told is important for men and sexual performance. So what exactly does your grip have to do with what happens in the bedroom? Well, let's connect the dots here because it's not black and white. The first key point is that muscle is your metabolic engine. I swear I say that in every single video because it's true. Muscle clears blood glucose, so it gets rid of blood sugar. It increases insulin sensitivity. It keeps inflammation low, and then it boosts energy production. Second thing, muscle equals better vascular health. So we're talking about your veins and your arteries. And we know that erections are all about blood flow. So weak muscle equals weak arteries, which equals weak sexual performance. The third point is that muscle drives hormonal stability. So more lean mass equals better testosterone production, better recovery, stronger libido. Lastly, and this is getting into the weeds a little bit here, but it's important, muscle reflects mitochondrial health. And mitochondria are your cell's energy factors. Better function equals more fuel where it matters most. To be clear, this isn't bro science. This is basic male physiology. So if you're losing muscle, you're losing power metabolically and sexually. Now, here's where it gets serious. Most guys who show up to my practice have been told the same tired advice. Lose some weight, exercise more, take these pills. You're just getting older. So they get put on testosterone or Viagra or metformin and then wonder why nothing really improves. It's because none of those tools rebuild the machine. They just kind of mask symptoms while your body continues to decline underneath the surface. So my point is this. If you're not actively building strength and muscle, you're not reversing anything. You're just managing symptoms as your body continues to break down. So we're talking about specifically is sarcopenia, erectile dysfunction, and insulin resistance. Now, here's what I found actually works better for your strength, for your blood flow, for your hormones, for your erections. Number one is you train for strength, not just calorie burn. That means deadlifts and rows and pull-ups, loaded carries. These build real muscle and activate your nervous system. Number two, lift heavy things often. Muscle grows when it's challenged, not from jogging or doing hours of cardio. Number three, this one's important, prioritize protein. Most men undereat it. You need at least 0.7 to 1 gram per pound of your goal body weight, which is a lot. It's not going to happen by accident. That's especially true post-training. Number four, get metabolic stress exposure. So I'm talking about fasting and cold exposure, sauna, intense lifts with higher RPE. These make your body resilient again. And then number 5, lastly, is to track progress. Talking about lifts and reps and grip strength, body composition. So not just your weight. All of these things show if you're improving or declining. If your strength's going down, you're losing muscle. It's pretty black and white. Now let's zoom in on grip strength, because it's not just a stat. It's actually a proxy. So a reflection of your total body strength and your neuromuscular integrity. Studies show it predicts erectile function, cardiovascular risk, insulin resistance, and even all-cause mortality, so death by anything. Your grip strength really predicts when you're going to die. It's one of the fastest and simplest ways to check your whole system. But let's get this straight, because the goal isn't just to have a strong handshake. The goal is to build overall strength. Grip is just your signal light. It tells how strong your entire system is. So here are 3 simple ways to test your grip strength today. Number 1 is the dead hang test, meaning you hang from a pull-up bar. If you're under 30 seconds, it means you're underpowered. If you're over 60 seconds, that's solid. Over 90 seconds, that's strong. Second way to test this is with a farmer's carry. If you grab 2 heavy things, could be dumbbells, could be buckets full of water, and just walk 100 feet. If your grip fails, your strength foundation is weak. Third way to test this is with a dynamometer. You can buy it online. It's just a grip strength test that you squeeze. And so you do it first thing in the morning, maybe track it weekly. Gives you easy and objective data on how things look. Now, let's get into the practical info. If you want stronger grip and better erections, do this. You can start with dead hangs. So start with 10 to 20 seconds on a pull-up bar, building to 60 seconds. You can do farmer's carries. Again, carry heavy weight for a distance that involves your core, your posture, your grip. All of these will improve. Next is deadlifts and rows. So you're building the support strength, and so not just trying to crush your grip. Or you can use grippers, but don't rely on them. They're supplemental, not primary. And yes, even rucking helps with this. So carrying a heavy backpack or a heavy weighted vest over time strengthens your whole posterior chain. It engages your arms and keeps your grip active, especially if you're carrying something in your hands. Point is, there's a variety of different ways of increasing your grip strength. All right, let me drive this home, because the goal is not to isolate and improve your grip. You can have a vice grip and still be metabolically weak. The real target is total body muscle and strength. Grip strength is just a fast and visible signal to that. It gives you a window into your nervous system and your vascular system and your overall performance capacity. So you can use it to measure, but not to substitute for the real training. Big picture, I don't think this new research is just about sex. These findings are about what muscle represents in a guy's body. We're talking about energy and power and capability and confidence, and most importantly, control. Muscle is the most trainable tissue in your body. You can rebuild it, you can grow it at any age. And when you do, your blood sugar, testosterone, insulin, and erections will improve. Now, before you start coming up with excuses, let's address the big reasons I hear all the time about not wanting to start resistance training. Objection number 1 is, but my testosterone is low. That's the real problem. Well, here's my response to that. Sure, low T can make things worse, but the studies adjusted for that. So grip strength still predicted sexual function. That means even with low T, you can still perform if your muscle and your nervous system are strong. So yeah, TRT can help, of course, especially if you're really low, but it's not a replacement for real strength. Objection number 2, isn't ED just a blood flow or a psychological issue? My response to that is yes, ED can start in your head or your arteries. But guess what? Muscle affects both of those. Training improves mental resilience, it improves nitric oxide production and vascular health. That said, this is the physiology shortcut that addresses both mind and mechanics. Objection number 3, I'm too old to start strength training, or I'm too old to build muscle. Well, that's not science. That's more surrender. You're giving up, right? Studies and my experience have proven that men in their 50s, 60s, 70s, even 80s can still build muscle and improve erections. So I don't think you're too old. I just think you're out of practice. Last up, objection number 5, I already take meds for ED, something like Viagra or sildenafil, and they work. So my response to that is that's great, but we both know it's just a Band-Aid. If you're okay with that, by all means, keep taking them. If we're being honest, all you're doing is turning off the smoke detector when there's still a fire that's burning all around you. I'm guessing you'd rather fix the cause, the poor circulation, the weak muscles, the insulin resistance, instead of relying on pills forever. Well, this study shows us how realistic it is to turn things around. All right, this is Dr. Adam, and I'll leave you with this recent realization. Men don't stop lifting because they get old. They get old because they stop lifting. So don't let that be you. And this doesn't mean that you have to become a bodybuilder or go to the gym every day. It's literally as simple as carrying heavy stuff around outside and then maybe hanging from a pull-up bar. But ultimately, it means you can't keep making up excuses for why you're not training. All right, subscribe if you're serious about reversing decline. I'll see you in the next video.